Hey, shalom, shalom. Want to say all praises be to Abba Noah, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Harakakodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom to the sincere brethren, Akim out there across the four winds, the four corners of the globe, pushing the truth, the good news of Yahweh Shai, proclaiming salvation to the elect of Israel, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and proclaiming the downfall of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and his wicked empire. Hey, so breaking news, a World War III update, World War III update, Israel, the state of Israel attacks Iran, which are the Persians, which is in accordance with biblical prophecies, heating things up out there in the Middle East and ultimately leading to World War III, the War of Armageddon. One step closer to this War of Armageddon, man. So this is the book of Jeremiah chapter 4, which this strike took out some top heavy hitters in Iran. You understand? The head of the IRGC, which is the Iranian Revolutionary Guard, different heads of the military out there. You understand? Different top nuclear scientists. The Israeli strikes in Tehran, which is the capital of Iran, took out some of those top officials, man. You understand? The supreme leader is still alive, but like it's saying right there in the thing, which is the supreme leader is the head of the Iranian state, but many of his top men just got taken out, man. You understand? And this ain't the first time, man. And which this is beautiful because this is all in accordance with biblical prophecy. You understand? This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 45. Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord. Kind of what's the counsel of the Lord? Ultimately to what? Ultimately to what? Bring forth this World War III, this War of Armageddon. You understand? Where the state of Israel and Iran, which is the Persians, are key players in this World War III. You understand? And you see the smoke of the strikes. They hit different places in Tehran, the capital of Iran, man. You understand? So this is critical in prophecy, right here. This is critical as it relates to the World War III prophecy. You know what I mean? So this book of Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 45. Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord that he had taken against Babylon, which is Babylon, modern day America, and his purposes that he had purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Because America, Trump came online and said what? Israel, earlier today, Israel is preparing to strike Iran, but America has nothing to do with it. You understand? Because one thing, Trump knows about World War III, man. Trump knows about the War of Armageddon. Trump knows about the troops in the Middle East because he said it on Joe Rogan podcast, man. So he's trying to avert it. But guess what? The prophecy shall prevail. You understand? And the Lord will put that spirit upon him to get involved, man. And he's gonna get involved to what? The state of Israel, man. The state of Israel is gonna drag America in to this bloody war over in the Middle East, which is gonna culminate in our World War III. You understand? Because Trump understands, it is biblical prophecy that World War III is gonna happen, and the main epicenter is gonna be over there in the Middle East in terms of the ground battle. The ground battle is going to happen over there in the Middle East primarily, man. And Trump knows this. That's why he's trying to come up against this. But guess what? Prophecy is going to prevail, man. You understand? He's going to ultimately side. Well, he's already on the side of the state of Israel, but he's going to ultimately militarily back them in their war against the Iranians, and in their war against the Russians and the Chinese, who are the main Iranian backers, man. Which is what? World War III. You understand? So this is one step closer, man. And you see, hey, you see the headlines, man. This is Al Jazeera, which is a good news site to get for international breaking news. You know what I mean? Been around for a minute, especially news out there in the Middle East. And you see the comments going. You understand? But this is a beautiful thing for the men of the Lord. You understand? Because even this is interrelated with the RFID chip, because what they say, what did they say? That the oil prices are jump, man. The economic situation is gonna get volatile with this situation, with that situation out there in the Middle East, ultimately collapsing the economic structure as we know it, ushering what? The mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip, turning everything fully digital, man. You understand? These things are interconnected. World War III and the mark of the beast is heavily interconnected, man. Because the World War III is going to cause an economic upheaval. It's going to cause a new economic system to be needed, man. You understand? So this is back in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 45. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. Come. So the ultimate judgment of Babylon the Great and the state of Israel is to be made desolate. America to be made desolate perpetually, and the state of Israel to be made desolate for that time until it's rebuilt with the true Israelites back in the land, which are your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But yeah, this is the World War III update. State of Israel attacks the Persians, which are the Iranians, taking out some of the top men of the Iranians. Which this goes back in history too, man. Because the whole thing with Haman and Xerxes, man, Ahasuerus. You understand? Haman was what? An Agagite. Which an Agagite goes back to the Amalekites, man. And who are the Amalekites today? The Israeli, man. You understand? And it tells you in the history, in the book of Esther, that Haman's ultimate goal was to overthrow the Persian Empire, man. Just like the state of Israel, main goal is to overthrow the Persian Empire today, man. To come up against the Iranians, man. They have that hatred going back back to the times of Esther, man. You understand? So it ain't nothing new under the sun. It is beautiful to see how the history correlates to the present time, man. Correlates to the end times. You understand? It's like I say, the Revolutionary Guard chief Hussein Salami, he killed in the Israeli attack, man. And this ain't the first time Israel been doing shit like this, but this is like what you would call it, like a big event, man. Because they've been hitting, they've been assassinating, covert assassinations on different Iranian officials, like nuclear scientists especially. But besides Soleimani, which America technically did that, but besides Soleimani, this is bigger than basically Soleimani, man. You know what I mean? Because who knows, they were probably trying to get the supreme leader too. We don't know. You understand? So we know things are heating up day by day. You understand? And Lord's will, we don't have too much longer in the hells of America, in the hells of these different countries, specifically North, Central, South America, that we in captivity, man. But especially here in Babylon the Great, our salvation is on 9. And the times of Joel 3 and 9 is speaking more and more. Because Trump ain't going to be able to avert this third world war, man. Because Trump, like I said, keep saying Trump knows the prophecies, man. Trump knows about this World War III and he wants to avert it, man. But he's not going to avert it. America is going to get involved. And America is going to be destroyed in this third world war, man, according to biblical prophecy. Not according to what we feel, what we think. No, according to the words written by Yahweh Shai, man. Through, that Yahweh Shai uses prophets to write down over 1,000 years ago, man. Thousands of years ago, man. Biblical prophecies, man. That will stand firm, stand the test of time, and will come to pass. So this is the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Come. So the Gentiles are preparing war. The Persians are Gentiles, which are heathens. The Israelis are heathens. And these different countries, man. Russians, the Chinese, North Koreans, all of these are heathen nations, man. And what? They into a military buildup, military conflict. You understand? And this Israel-Iranian is one of the main military epicenters to strike up, to turn this World War III hot, man. You understand? To turn this World War III hot, man. And the one thing they're saying, the strikes ain't done, man. Israel saying more strikes to come. You understand? And this basically right now, the state of Israel is under lockdown because they know the Iranians finna answer back. You understand? So we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. Lord's will, the Lord continue to stir up both sides. Stir up the Israelis, stir up the Iranians, man. And then eventually throw in the Americans in there, man. You understand? Crash the economy, bring in this new digital system using the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip. You know what I mean? And then the nuclear missiles start flying and our salvation commence, man. And Lord's will, the Lord give us that faith, that wisdom, knowledge, understanding, that endurance to endure even unto the end, even unto the very end. So this is the book of Joel chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Council, get your militaries ready, beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears, let the weak say I'm strong, because Iran was once considered a weak nation, but no. Build up your military. They've been building up their military over decades, man. 3-4 decades now. Ready for war, man. Ready for that call to arms. Assemble yourselves and come on, ye heathen, and gather yourself together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. So the heathens going to gather round about, primarily where? For that ground battle in the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, the Middle East. Thy mighty ones to come down is the angels, man. Yahweh Shai coming back with them angels, man. In the midst of World War III, particularly in the midst of the nuclear exchange, the ICBM exchange between the different nuclear nations of the earth, primarily targeting America, man. And America shooting their missiles back upon these different nations. Yahweh Shai is going to come back and the angels are going to come back in the mix of that. You understand? Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, which is the Middle East region, the Levant, which is where the state of Israel and Iranians, that region where they're located at. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. So that's going to be the great place of judgment, man, in this World War III. One of the great places of judgment, the epicenter of the ground battle over there in the Middle East. And this is what? The precursor, this is the build-up to that event, man, because I think they said the U.S. has 40,000 troops stationed throughout the Middle East. And guess what? They're going to send more over there, man. Don't be surprised if they have a draft either, man. More than likely, that's what it's going to come to. So this is all according to our biblical prophecy, man. It ain't no stopping biblical prophecy. Numbers 23 and 19, one of my favorite precepts, say, the Lord is not a man that he should lie, man. So this thing will come to pass, man. And we seen it. We seen it come to pass before our eyes, man. We seen the state of Israel attacked Iran tonight, man. Today. You understand? I think it's about morning time over there in the Middle East. So this is what the Iranians and the Israelis waking up to. The war just got hot, man. Real hot. The pot just got hot, man. The water is bubbling, man. You understand? Like they say in Jamaica, anything is anything, or everything is everything, man. You understand? Anything will happen, man. Anything will happen right about now, man. So everybody is on edge right now, particularly over there in the Middle East, man. The state of Israel and the Iranian state is what? On heavy edge, man. Tony, heavy edge, man. Like air defense systems activated. So Israel said, yo, more attacks happening, man. More attacks is being carried out, man. You understand? So hey, this is something to keep your eyes definitely locked into, your ears peeled of how this is gonna escalate. And we have the biblical prophecies as our guide, man. We have the biblical prophecies as our guide. You understand? And we know the ultimate outcome of this, man. And we know what this ultimately is going to lead to, man. So we're not in darkness as other men. We're not in darkness as the world. Like, they don't know what the hell is going on. Half of these people on the comment board, they don't really understand the ramifications of this. But we understand the ramification of this. We understand the ultimate end goal of this. We understand the Lord's ultimate agenda with this happenings right here, man. Hey, so with that,
Hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Going to our praises be to Abanoah, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakat, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders of great millstone who rule well. And shalom to the elect. Kwame Yasha Allah, Abba Baba.